They're too busy thinking about, oh well, your face is flat and you don't have a jawline. What is up everyone, Jacob JRX Live here, and if you are anything like me, you probably started off in the fitness community looking at people like More Plates, More Dates, or boy Derek. Now you may know that Derek used to make a lot of videos about his subreddit, and they're gone. Some of these Debo horror stories, all these horror stories Derek used to make. Now is the time to revisit it, boys. So here I am on the More Plates, More Dates subreddit, and it is pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty insane. This is a post that I thought we'd start off with, which is one day ago. How do I get my flatmate to start working out? Genuinely want to help him out. Question. So I currently live with a 26-year-old dude who's also my colleague. He's always asking me about the dates I go on, and I share details with them, which makes him beat and moan about not getting any, and asking me to get a friend of the girl I'm seeing for him, assuming he wants to get a date with the girl that the guy's friends with the you know, like double date type thing. The problem is that he's 5'9", probably is 250 pounds. Now, if he was a bodybuilder, that's pretty immense stats. That's looking at like sort of Trent Twins territory. 250 pounds, that's a heavy boy. And if you're low body fat, that's immense. That's like you're pretty strong. 5'9", not bad. It's not like if you're 1 foot shorter, you'd be underground territory. I don't think it's a problem dating. Smells like ass and doesn't take care of himself at all. Alright guys, that might be a problem. He's genuinely a good dude to live with, however he doesn't bother me at all, and we sometimes hang out and play FIFA and whatever. By the way, about the smells like ass part, you may think that like colognes are you may think that perfume or colognes are not important as a guy. Let me tell you, it's pretty fucking important. 2 seconds, let me just show you something. These are just 4 colognes that I wear pretty much daily. I rotate between these 4, and I probably have about, God knows, 20 more or something like that. I'm alone in the studio and I'm wearing a cologne right now. I've got Le Homme Ideal by Guyon. I don't know how to pronounce it. Guyon, something. The French brand, anyway. I'm sitting here smelling like cherries, almonds, and smoke, making a video, just in case somebody comes in, just in case I have to go out quickly and meet someone. You always want to smell good, guys. That's like a tip that none of these virgin black pill guys are going to tell you, because they're too busy thinking about, oh well, your face is flat and you don't have a jawline. So like, if you don't want to hit a hammer against your jaw and make yourself look better that way, cologne is important. Doesn't matter if you look great or bad, you gotta smell good, guys. And before any of you guys say, oh but the chemicals are gonna melt my skin and they're gonna give me cancer, I bet you don't drink water out of a glass bottle every single day, do you? So the moment you pick up a plastic water bottle, you better think, oh no, I'm gonna die, if that's the way that you're gonna live, guys. So look, you can take biohacking too far, or you can just be reasonable. I am reasonable to the point that I still wear cologne. I'm not afraid of aftershave. I'm not afraid of perfumes, guys. So first of all, before I even finish this post, the first thing, if the guy smells like ass, how about you wash? Use some fucking Dove men's soap, bro, and get some cologne. If you're broke, get Davidoff Cool Water. It's 20 bucks. And it just smells like that classic sort of barbershop, fresh, sort of masculine scent out the shower. It lasts decently long. If you don't like that, if you're younger, get CK, Calvin Klein, Into You Man. That's a pretty decent smelling one. If you're younger and you have more money, get Versace Eros. It's very playful, very young. And if you're an older guy, even if you're young, this is like the meme fragrance. You can get Dior Sauvage. It's a meme, you guys know it. It's a great all-rounder, and I did personally love wearing Sauvage, and I don't care that I smell like people's exes. I like it, and Broxton Note makes it pretty unique. There's a reason why it's popular, guys. And if you're mega rich, if you're mega rich, then you can go into things like Creed Aventus, things like these sort of more niche yet acceptable fragrances. You don't want to be wearing like You don't want to be wearing like a zoologist fragrance on your first date, guys. Okay, if you're into fragrances, you all know what that is. You don't want to smell like rhino shit. He's genuinely a good dude to live with, because he doesn't bother me at all, and we sometimes hang out and play FIFA or whatever. It's kind of hard for me to see this, because I have had roommates before, but my roommates have always been people that I've been like close with, so like my friends from high school or whatever. I've never lived with someone that's like foreign to me, I suppose. They've not been when I was in like student accommodation, like student dorms, I had my own one. I was fucking balling, guys. I had like my own room and everything. It was, looking back at it, a really stupid decision, because the price of it was like the price of like a 2-bedroom apartment in the same city. But you know, we make mistakes. I'd like to see him get into better shape, as he's implying that he's wanted to all his life, but whenever I ask him to go to the gym with me, he declines. That's a problem. Then he goes on to list a bunch of excuses like depression, OCD, anxiety, insomnia, etc, etc. Now the guy says excuses, these are very real issues, but I do understand the type of people that, not that they're lazy, but it's like you're already at the bottom. It's really easy to kick yourself even further. It's like when a fat guy goes and eats another McDonald's, he just thinks, well, what's the point of trying, because I'm already at this bad point, so what's the point of trying, what's the point of eating salad and chicken and rice if I'm still going to look the same, because they've never gone and done it, and they don't know how much and how quickly it can change. It's the same as when I was skinny. I just thought, why am I drinking all these fucking mutant mass? Why am I drinking all these mutant mass shakes when I'm still skinny? And then here we go, like 6 years later, I'm like, you know, I did the whole thing. I benched 220, I did all that stuff. So it's possible, and it's hard to explain to someone that the first time you're lifting, you can probably barely move the bar, but in a couple of years, you'll be repping 225. And there'll be dudes looking at you, and the younger guys look at you thinking, wow, this guy must be blasting hella gear, where realistically you just ate and trained and ate and trained and ate and trained. Especially right now, it's pretty hard to get motivation when you look at social media and you see like Andrew Eubanks and you see Sam Sulek and all those guys who are absolutely massive. And then there's like people saying they're natty, there's people who are openly using gear and they just don't talk about it. Like, everybody knows that Sam's blasting. I'm sorry, if Sam's natural, then he is like a different species of human. Sam is not human if he's not blasting. And even if he is, that's fine. That's just the things you have to do to get that body. I'm not saying it's healthy or you should do it, but Sam made a choice. He clearly weighed the pros and cons and seen, well, you know, this is good, this is bad. And I prefer to have the shape rather than, you know, be healthy and safe or whatever. You know what I mean? Bodybuilding isn't really a healthy sport. It never has been. Nobody's hiding that. Like, I genuinely want to help him, but I don't know how. Length, I'm not sure if this is the guy's measurements or his friends. And if it's friends, then, you know, they're pretty close guys if they know this PE stuff. I'm not gonna explain what PE is, because if you know what PE is, then you're into all this weird stuff. Weird, I suppose, not weird. Well, this one was so weird that I had to click it. If you're too poor for smelling salts, if you have a cat, supplements the category. If you have a cat, just use the piss clumps from the litter box. You can put them in a Ziploc bag and take them with you to the gym. The ammonia is fresh, pure, and should unlock a PR. That is, I can't say I've seen something quite like this ever. I'm shocked. This is fucking something. Personally, I've used smelling salts like twice, 3 times. It's doesn't really work for me. Maybe they weren't that strong. They were I think they were Eddie Hall's ones, possibly. Funnily enough, my home gym is the room where my cat sleeps, has its litter box, but the smell is so bad I've always cleaned the litter box before I work out. I think if I were to take a good sniff from it prior to lifting, I would just throw up. That's my take as well, yeah, I agree. Clean that thing more. If you don't clean it daily or at least every hour, it smells awful, I can imagine. I had a cat and yeah, it's not the nicest smell. H08817 hair loss guru. says speedrunning toxoplasmosis. Some other guy says, doesn't it raise tests? It increases risk-taking behavior for sure. One easy trick to maximize ego lifting. Cat piss, guys. Some guy just started, like, using maths on here. This is crazy. Bruh, a single pack of litter for one litter box costs more than a couple bottles of smelling salts. And let's not get started on cost of food. $200 to $300 a month for my free 20 pounds cats. Damn, that's a lot of food. Is this by a guy? Story time. God damn it, let's finish. Let's do 3 of them. Let's finish on a story time. Let's finish on a story time. And if you guys like this, let me know and I'll make more. And this post is by Autistic Bag Holder 69, which is nice. And the first comment is "This is gay," which, you know, more place, more dates, subreddit, guys. Story time, here we go. I was at a store waiting in line and the group of attractive gym guys came beside... Oh. It doesn't say the gender of the poster here, so I'm not sure. Judging by the name, probably a guy. I was at a store waiting in line and a group of attractive gym guys came beside me. I was nervous as hell at first, but then remembered my streak and lost all nervousness at that moment. I just basically started a conversation with them about gear and what they're on, of course. It actually went pretty well. They seemed like they were a bit nervous, but they responded pretty nice. I wished them a good day and smiled afterwards. It was short and sweet, but the dopamine hit I got from that was the equivalent of busting a nut mentally. Nice way to put it. I feel so proud of myself. Had I watched before that, I would have never talked to them. I've learned no matter how sexy they are, ultimately they're just people like you and me. I plan on doing more going forward, just a few steps at a time. This isn't a great story time. Basically this guy just says he was attracted to a group of gym dudes and walked up to them and spoke about gear. So it's fair enough. You know, lowest common denominator. If they're huge, maybe ask them, "Are you blasting, bro?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm on the D-ball DECA test. You know, just it's, what is this, man? What am I even reading here? This is gay. Being gay is a requirement of the sub. It's like the mantle that got passed around the sports sub for a few years and it has a new home. At least we're usually only gay on trend. I approached a group of guys today, already gay. I don't make the rules. The equivalent of busting a nut, enough said. He literally called them sexy. Why are you guys analyzing the text like you're detectives? This guy, free agent for life, chicken, rice and broccoli is his tag. It was short and sweet, but the dopamine hit I got from was the equivalent of busting a nut mentally. Please go outside more often. Yeah, interacting with other people does increase your social skills, and maybe you won't view them as like things to... you maybe will view them as humans, and when you start talking about your cycle with them, you might not think that it's like you're busting a nut. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. I don't really go around and talk about gear to people that I meet. I don't really go outside. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm stuck in here. I don't leave. This is like, I don't leave the studio, guys. I'm locked in here. I need help.